gave us ibuprofen, they gave us alcohol, they made it hard to focus, they gave us Adderall, they made us smell the roses, they gave us Claritin, they gave us Ambien, we woke up in the ambulance, they gave us diagnosis, gave us a higher dosage, they gave us medicine, they tested on some dying rodent, they gave us Xanax, so we never panic, we don't feel anything. Sex, drugs, and blueberry fields forever. Went to the doctor's office, they gave us OxyContin. We need a new placebo, these drugs are way too legal. The doctor wrote prescriptions, it can't be so addictive, but we just need them for a reason, we can go on living. There might be side effects, you might feel out of breath, or something serious, experiencing life or death. Make you break out in highs, or make you take your lies, or maybe make it so that nothing ever makes you cry. Sex, drugs, and blueberry fields forever. High on methadone, high on Jesus, high on America, high on freedom, high on hysteria, high on the media, high on the internet, high on ether, high on prednisone, high on fentanyl, high on medical, high on reefer, high on Klonopin, high on Suboxone, high on Mary Jane. Sex, drugs, and blueberry fields forever. Blueberry fields forever.
Hi, I'm Ames Laponte, local music writer here at the Portland Press Herald, and you are tuned into the Newsroom Sessions. Couldn't be any more happier if I tried to have with us today from Paranoid Social Club and Rustic Overtones, Mr. Dave Gutter. Dave, welcome and thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a good thing you're drinking coffee with us today because you have 9,000 irons in the fire. Dave has new albums coming out. He's in a movie. He's written songs with Tedeschi Trucks. It's crazy. Let's start off with Rustic. What's going on? New album, tell us.
Yeah, in December we're releasing Let's Start a Cult Part 2, which is the second part. We're going to put them together as this double vinyl and MP3 download, and pretty much any medium we can put this album out on, we're going to do it because we're really proud of it. It's been kind of a little while in the making. And it's like, this story, it's like this ongoing story of this guy who wants to start a cult for good reasons. And kind of the way that, sadness is shunned, kind of, and even treated like an epidemic. So that's kind of like one of the things behind Let's Start a Cult is this embracing sadness in a beautiful way. So.
That I couldn't have said it any better myself. Listen, folks, it's not too early to start thinking about New Year's Eve. It seems like a far way off, but it ain't. So, 12/31/13, last night of the year, Port City Music Hall, Rustic Overtones CD release party for Let's Start a Cult Part 2. So that's going to be awesome. Gold star on the calendar. Now, talking about you being a movie star. The song you started off with is the title track of Sex, Drugs, and Blueberries. Am I correct, Dave?
Well, I actually just stole Crash Berry's title for his book and used it as my title.
Oh, nice. Okay. So Crash Berry is a main writer. His book that came out several months back is called Sex, Drugs, and Blueberries. And they've just made a movie. A whole bunch of filmmakers and such have been shooting a film, which just wrapped. And Dave, you are in it. Can you tell us about your role?
Yeah, I play a character named Ben Franklin, not the Ben Franklin, but and it was a character that Crash explained to me that he had based somewhat on me. It was like a struggling musician gets, he referred to it as a failed musician, which we had to change that.
Obviously.
Because that was, but he kind of based it on me, and him and I got together to basically make the character a mix between the character he had created and what I'm really like. So there wasn't a whole lot of rigorous acting. Crash made it pretty easy for me, and it was a really great experience. And I'm glad to have said that in my lifetime now I've made a movie.
And
So.
the song is great, and so I'm glad you had the inspiration. And the movie should see the light of day, hopefully by the middle of 2014, if all goes as planned. Now, Dave, you also, Paranoid Social Club, one of my favorite bands, PSC, also has a new album happening, and then you have something you were telling me about happening in 2014 with a California-based musician?
Yep.
What's the deal on all that?
I have a new project called Armies, which is this female singer named Tonette from Los Angeles. She's beautiful, very talented, and I flew to Los Angeles and we made this like duet album in about 6 days.
No kidding.
And it's a full-length album, but it's kind of on the poppy side, kind of like some really fun guilty pleasure kind of music. But
Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I had a great time making it, and it's kind of all based on, it's kind of like this love story. So.
Well, maybe you'll get her to come to Maine for the show.
Yeah, we plan on doing a bunch of shows around the release, which will be Valentine's Day.
And lastly, before we ask you to do another song, could you give us a Paranoid Social Club update?
Yes, we have a new album that's.
See, he never sleeps. People.
It's already done. Yeah, I know. I've written like 5 albums in the last 5 months. So I've been very busy, and I'm very excited for this season coming up where I just have all these releases, and I'll just get to sit back.
And when's Paranoid dropping? What's happening with that?
That will be right after Armies. So we have that'll probably be like the springtime. So you'll have Rustic around Christmas, you'll have Armies around Valentine's Day, and then when the sun comes out, Paranoid will be back to bring in this summer.
Dave Gutter, a 4-season musician. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Thank you for having
Do you think you could do one more song for us?
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you. This has been Dave Gutter on the Newsroom Sessions.
This is I Like It Low from the Rustic Overtones album, Let's Start a Cult. I like it low. I like the darkness. I like the farthest point down in a hole. I like it dark. You're freezing cold. Start up a fire. I've got Christmas trees and coal. I like it low. If there's something you're feeling inside, you should let yourself go. 'Cause you never know which way is up if you've never been low. Low. I like it low. I like it gross. I like the smell of cigarettes inside my clothes. I like it dark. I like it hopeless. When times are hard, that's when we become the closest. I like it low. You're alive for the very first time. You should let yourself go. 'Cause you never know which way is up if you've never been low. Low. I like it low. I like it low. I like it low. there's something you're feeling inside, you should let yourself go. You never know which way is up if you've never been